Good morning, guys. I see a few people on, so I wanted to start after a couple people join and have a quick little conversation today. Hopefully break up the monotony of being indoors all day. And today you're going to learn something. We'll do a quick little show around the store to give you an idea of what happens when you walk into Healthy Hemp Outlet, a CBD only store. You don't need a medical card. You don't need a doctor appointment. You don't even need to talk to your doctor. This is an over-the-counter tool that may help you with pain or anxiety. So if you want to come in after this is all over, we'll have a much longer conversation. Today's goal, a quick little lesson with a couple of things we talk about when you first walk into the store, especially if you don't know where to start. So let's start with the first area, which is, did you know that cannabis, the plant, has two types? And we usually describe this with a little chart on the wall, and I'll get into that in a second, but think of this. If you go to the store to buy lettuce, you'll end up in the lettuce section, and then you're gonna have to pick iceberg or romaine. With cannabis, it's the same type of description. Cannabis and lettuce are the same type of words, and beneath them are what's in the category. So with lettuce, you've got iceberg or romaine. With cannabis, you're gonna pick hemp or marijuana. Let me show you on this chart how we explain it with a little bit of visuals. There's a little glare here, but we'll give it a shot. You can see the word cannabis right here, and there are two types. So just like lettuce, if I'm standing in the store, I'm gonna need to pick iceberg or romaine for dinner. In the future, you'll be in the cannabis section, and you'll have a question of, do you want hemp or marijuana? The biggest difference is this THC percentage. Other than that, they're nearly identical the same. They're almost perfect twins, and the only difference is, let's say one has freckles and one doesn't. Marijuana would be the one that has more, so that would be the twin that has freckles. Hemp would be the one that doesn't, but they're the same height, same sex, same everything else except for that one difference. So it's a bad example, but trying to illustrate quickly what the difference is between cannabis, hemp, or marijuana. Marijuana is over 0.3% THC, and with that, you need to be medically approved. There is a high feeling. You must see a doctor. You will have to have a card to enter a marijuana dispensary, also called MMTC. Again, it has more THC, and there's a lot of times people have a question about, will I fail a drug test? With marijuana, you absolutely will fail a THC drug test. These here are only indicators of caution. If you've never had marijuana and you don't know what this high feeling is, and you're taking this for anxiety, it could actually create more anxiety with the feeling of a high, which is typically described for the first time as, well, that's a separate subject. If you're in a state where you've got more anxiety, you aren't going to sleep that well, your balance will be off. But absolutely, marijuana, we know, helps with pain. If you do try marijuana, it certainly should help, but if you aren't aware of the high feeling and haven't been coached, it might scare you, let's say, and that's why you have to use caution, but more than likely with a little bit of guidance, you'll be fine. Let's take a look at hemp over here. Hemp, under 0.3, federally legal. We're in a store where I pay taxes. I have business permits right here. This is from the Florida Department of Agriculture. Here's the annual resale license. Here's the City of St. Petersburg tax. Hemp is federally legal. It has no high, no doctor needed. You don't need a card. There is a zero THC option if you absolutely don't want any THC. And you should. Let's not go too deep on that. You should. Most manufacturers of CBD will say, if used according to the guidelines of daily dosing, you shouldn't accumulate enough. But it's something that we we'll have a separate subject on, or send us any questions if you have any. Since there is no high, kind of think of like if you take Advil for a headache, you don't get a high. It more than likely then will help, according to several testimonials we have online. Hemp CBD under 3% THC that is federally legal, that will not give you a high, ought to help you once ingested in your bloodstream with anxiety, sleep, pain, and balance. Let's leave this lesson today with the word balance. Why is balance here? If you're interested in learning more about what cannabis does and how CBD might help you, in our store, we have lots of information. And over here at the lab report section where we go over our products, we have a little handout. Everybody that buys online or comes into the store will get this. On this chart, on the front, I always suggest everybody, please Google CBD and my ECS. Your ECS is your body's endocannabinoid system. You have a digestive system, you have a reproductive system, you have a nervous system. They're all related, and nature had a plan, and we'll give you all the information you need in the store. But once you Google this, CBD and my ECS, you ought to find some really amazing information that'll help you along the way to finding relief. And then come down to see us or order online. We've got some awesome products like these gel caps, a salve lotion, a salve stick, a muscle roll-on. We're located on Central Avenue in downtown St. Pete, which usually there would be cars in front of the street and people walking around. We wanted to use today's time to show you a little bit of the store, talk about CBD, break up the day for you, and thanks for watching. We were going to take some questions. I don't see any area to take it. We'll try a different method next time, maybe a Zoom video or something. But if you have any questions about CBD and we can help you, please, during this time, send the questions. Direct message, Facebook. You can email us at info@hhoutlet.com. Visit us online, hhoutlet.com. Or check us out on Facebook. Do facebook.com/Healthy Hemp Outlet. No spaces. Get in touch, learn, and thank you all for joining in. Bye-bye.